Next question. In which of the following type of industrial activities does the problem of loading and scheduling become more difficult? Okay. See, four options are given. What is that? Single production, single product continuous, multi-product continuous, batch production, continuous process production. Okay. See, you underline this product and continuous. Product and continuous, of course it is multi, and it is a continuous process. Process is different from the product, and it is a batch production. See, these are different types of industrial production process. Okay, in all these production process, we need to take loading and scheduling. So loading and scheduling, out of these four, in which of the process loading and scheduling will become more difficult? Okay, before we go into that, okay, first let's see what is the production process. What is the different types of production process? What is the production process? Okay, for example, I want to produce some more what we call that car. Okay, let's take a car or cell phone, whatever. So what happens? I don't produce everything at one place. For example, if I take the car, okay, I will produce the rims at one place at one time, okay, and the shaft of the wheels at some other place, okay, and then different parts of the car I will produce at different places, and finally I will bring everything into the production line, assembly line. It is called as the assembly line, and then I will assemble this. This is a one production process. Otherwise, sometimes what happens, I want to produce a rod, whose length should be 1 meter and the diameter should be something like a 0.5 meter. Okay, so this is what I want to produce here. So in such cases, what I will do, I will take the raw rod whose diameter is more than 0.5 meter and their length is 1 meter, more than that, and I will cut that, and then I will take to the lathe machine. First, I will make sure that it is having the equal length, and after that, I will take to the some other operation on the lathe machine, so that it will make sure that its diameter will be exactly reduced to the 0.5 meter. Okay. So same product will be converted into the final product by using the different operations here. Okay, that means here what is happening? Single product continuously produced. Okay, so here what I am saying is, there are different types of production process in the industry. Different types of production processes. Okay, production processes, and in these production processes, what is happening? In the rod example, what happened? It is a continuous and a repetitive. Actually, repetitive means, for example, I will take the very big rod. Okay, very raw rod is very big, and what happens? Continuously that rod will be fed into the machine, and it continuously cut into the different pieces, and immediately whatever piece that being cut from this one automatically carried to the next stage where its length will be set, and automatically next stage will be its diameter. That means it is a repetitive process. Okay, it is a repetitive process and continuous. That is also can be called as a continuous. Okay, so otherwise it is called as a repetitive process. Otherwise it is a continuous. It is a continuously happening, and then otherwise it is called as repetitive. I will see what is the continuous, and another one is discrete. Okay, other one is a discrete. Matlab, it is not continuous, but at different stages it is being stopped, and then we need to do something else, and then it will continue. For example, here what is happening in case of assembly? So I am feeding the shaft from one department, and I am feeding the rollers from other department, and the body from some other department. Okay, so it is a discrete. The entire car is not produced continuously on the same conveyor belt. Okay, and apart from that, there is one more thing. What is that? Continuous. Continuous. Actually, continuous and repetitive. Repetitive is again and again same thing is produced, and here in this case, continuous means the process is continuously going. Even in the same example, I can say like after cutting, this will be continuously going to the summation where its length will be adjusted, and then again diameter. Okay. So here the continuous either could be for the product. It could be either for the product or for the process also. Okay. So in case of a product, what is happening here? Product is a final thing that we need to use. And in case of a process, what is happening? In case of a process, what is happening? For example, if I take the production of the tea or coffee, what is happening in that? For example, I will take the tea beans. Okay, sorry, coffee. Tea is from the leaves, coffee is from beans. Okay, so coffee beans. Then I will do lot of processing. How I do the lot of processing? First, I will wash it. Okay, and after that, it will be going to some chemical some process. After that, it will be crushed, and so many process will happen, and all these process is a continuous process. Okay, this is one process. Washing, and chemical reaction with the chemical is one process. Okay, after that we will add the steam here. Okay, and after that we will crush it, and then take the pure coffee. So everything is a process here. This is one process, this is a process called some other process. Even how you do the extraction of petrol. Okay, first you take the crude oil, and you will do the distillation or whatever relevant process is there. Then at different temperatures, different types of byproducts will be coming here. So the continuous process, and if it is producing a product, that is also can be called as a continuous product. Okay. So these are different types of production process, and what are the production parameters? Okay, generally the production parameters is like a production parameters. What are the production parameters? Estimation, path, estimation, routing, okay, then scheduling, and then loading. Okay, these are the parameters for the production. What is the meaning of this? Estimation means how much, within how much time the entire process will be completed, or entire product will be coming out of the production line. And routing means in which route, what are the different sequential step it is taking. Scheduling. So what is the scheduling? It is the order. Okay, it is the order in which job will be processed. In which order it will be processed? Order of job processed. Okay, so what is the meaning of that? For example, here, if it is established like first the length should be trimmed, and after that only that you need to go for the diameter. If that is the condition, then there is a sequence for this. Okay, first it should go to the workshop A, where length will be decreased, and after that it should be it should be gone to the workshop B, where the diameter will be decreased. Okay, there is sequence for this. And then loading. What is the loading here? Loading is loading is a assignment of job, assignment of job to the machine or a center. Loading means, for example, from here you take that to the next machine and load it to do the next process. Okay, so for the scheduling and loading, what happens, there will be some time. For example, if everything is continuous, for example, here I reduce the length, and immediately after that, again the diameter will be decreased here. So here this is the machine M, and on the machine M, if I am able to perform the same both operation, then what happen? It is a continuous process. For example, if I use one tool which will cut this here by keeping here only, and I will use the next tool so that it will be rotated, and if it is rotating like this, and I will keep one more tool so that its diameter will decrease. That means here I scheduled it in a such a way that first length will be cut, and then after the diameter will be reduced. I scheduled it under loading. No, I am not changing the job here, but only I am changing the tool. That means here loading is in terms of the tools, not in terms of the product care. But whereas in other cases, what happens? You need to take this and load on other machine, appropriate machine. Okay, that is the loading here. These are the parameters that will decide which process to choose based on our convenience. Okay. So you understood what different production processes and what are the production process parameters. So what is the question here? The question is asking like in which of the below process production activities the loading and scheduling should be minimum. It should be minimum, not maximum. These two should be minimum. What is the scheduling? Order of the sequence. And what is the loading? You are taking from one to the other machine and load it and make it ready so that the process will be done. So first you come to the single product continuous. Here this word is very much important. What is the meaning of the continuous? Continuous means all the operations are going one after another. Okay, you no need to decide that much, like it is a continuous process. Okay, and a single product, it is only related to the single product, there is no variation, and everything is a continuous, it is a well established one. So what happens, the scheduling is already done. That means everything is continuous, and loading is also easier. So this time is not more, the time is very less for it, and a multiple product produce, that is also in the continuous process instead of one single product. What is the meaning of that? Here I am producing only Scorpio. Instead of Scorpio, I will produce Scorpio plus Bolero, both here in the same plant. Okay, then even in that case, what happen? It is a continuous process. Okay, I will, for example, if both products are using the same wheel base, same wheel shaft, then I can use the same workshop for both, and wherever it is changing little bit, only body shape is changing, then I can use two body shape workshop, and again I will club remaining thing. Okay, here also it is a continuous and everything is clearly scheduled, so there won't be much time here, time less here. Coming to the continuous process, generally continuous process of production is employed for the production of the cement or petrol or coffee or fertilizers. Okay, where all the processes are automated and manual intervention is very, very less. Why? Because these processes are very dangerous, because so many poisonous gases also involved in some of the cases. For example, in case of fertilizer, what happened? You need to use the ammonia. Ammonia is the poisonous in some of the places. So all the processes are sealed, and one after another automatically it will carry on. So this is also very much easy. There is no loading here. Automatically it will happen and scheduled already. But what is the batch production? What is the batch production? Okay, so here what is the batch production? For example, if I take the same Scorpio example, so here what is happening? I am producing all wheels at one place, and all shafts at one place. Okay, all body is at one place. So I am producing all these wheels are similar. Okay, and all shafts are also similar. So all similar products I am producing at one place, and I am bringing them together and making one product. Understood? That means here what is happening when I am doing the batch production? Here what is happening? I will produce the wheels. After I producing all the wheels, I will shift that again to the shift production. Okay, that means here again I need to schedule it, and then loading also will change. And here also, what I'm trying to say is, instead of producing everything at one place, I'm producing different parts. and after that I am planning for another part. Okay, or simultaneously, actually here instead of doing simultaneously, first I am producing the wheels, after that I am changing that into the to produce the shaft, like that I am changing, okay, at different parts. So in that case, what happening, the scheduling and loading will increase here in this case. Okay, batch production. Why? Because every time you need to change here. Okay, so what is the answer here? It is a batch production answer.